Get into the holiday spirit with the team from What's New, Massachusetts, as they spotlight some of the season's top events, including our friends from Old School Game Shows sporting their favorite ugly sweaters at Oberon and Cambridge. We revisit our interview with Joshua Livesey, finalist of the Holiday Baking Championship on Food Network, and chat with Father Christmas himself, Santa Claus, who will make a seasonal visit to the shops at Chestnut Hill. What's new for the holidays? Here are your hosts, Sam Baltrusis and Cassie Kreitman.
And welcome to the special holiday edition of What's New, Massachusetts. My name is Sam Baltrusis. I'm an author and journalist. Joining me is my new co-host, Cassie Kreitman.
Hey, Sam. How are you?
Hey, Cassie. So, unfortunately, Sharon Philly is unable to do the show, but you're filling in. So have you done this before?
No, I haven't actually, but I'm really excited.
Cassie and I actually done a lot of work together. We've done a lot of Halloween stuff, so this is going to be kind of new for us doing the holiday special. But so, Cassie, you're a new mom. What are you doing for the holidays?
We're doing a lot of Christmas prep, a lot of cookies, a lot of decorating, and hopefully some photos with Santa.
So what is your favorite part of the holidays?
My favorite part is actually when we get to all sit inside and enjoy each other's company when it's snowing and nobody feels like going out.
I love the holidays too, and I especially love Santa Claus and the yearly visit. And actually, I work on the set at the shops at Chestnut Hill, so maybe you can bring your little one to get photos with Santa.
I would love to. He would really enjoy that, I think. We're all excited to see him with someone special.
Awesome. So we're actually, for the first segment of the show, we're going to go to Concord, Massachusetts. That's one of my favorite places to go. It's very historic. There's a new market called the Concord Market that we were able to check out. So let's watch the clip.
I'm the general manager of Concord Market. The vision of the market is to bring together different components. We wanted to have local fresh produce, meats, specialty groceries. At the same time, be able to bring a really nice culinary prepared foods component to it. We have a fantastic culinary director, Matt Malloy, who has totally, I think, brought up the food quality. So the aesthetics of the market came about a couple different ways. The building itself is a barn, and it was one of the things that the historic committee in Concord would approve. There was different kind of designs that were proposed, but this was the one that they approved. They wanted to keep in line with Concord and New England, so they the New England theme. So they approved this barn-looking building. With that said, the idea behind the interior of the building, we wanted to do a little bit more upscale, say a little Dean and DeLuca-ish from New York City type style. Concord's a very special town, obviously, for lots of famous writers have lived in the town. It's a quintessential New England town. It holds a very special near and dear place in my heart because I've lived here now for 20 plus years. My family has lived here for a while, so to me Concord's a very special town. And when we decided to do this, when I decided to join this venture, it was because I wanted to bring something to this town that has given a lot to me. Yeah, when the excavation for the building happened, our understanding is that this side of town was kind of quote unquote the dump side of the town, or where the dump was. So there was some bottles, glassware, pieces of different sort of, I guess what they would be trash to them that became treasures to us, that we decided to sort of keep in this area or keep in the building.
And welcome back to What's New, Massachusetts, a special holiday edition. So we have Santa Claus.
Ta-da! Ho, ho, ho! I'm here.
Welcome back, Santa Claus.
Thank you.
So tell me about, are you going to be at the shops at Chestnut Hill, right?
I am.
And we work together.
Yes.
How many years have we worked together? I forget.
This is my 5th year working with you at the shops. I come for my yearly visit.
And we're excited to have you.
Thank you.
So Cassie, any questions for Santa Claus?
Yeah, we're wondering how we get on the nice list this year because it's been a tough year.
Well, is it you and the little one?
And the little one, yeah. I think we
You
all
both
need a
are
little
on?
holiday magic this
Well, you
year.
can stop by eating your vegetables,
I think I'm worse than he is.
right? And then you can move on to being a good listener,
Right. That's so
right?
hard.
Both of you,
Both of us. I'm pretty bad at that
Yeah.
part.
More of the talking.
and just try to be good.
So Santa, any trends when it comes to the types of gifts that kids are asking for this year?
Let's see. Well, traditionally it's been Lamborghinis, Maseratis, iPads, iPhones. I'm sure there are lots of new toys that the elves are making right now, getting ready for the season. I can't let them out yet. They'll be surprised that morning.
So one of my favorite things that we do, we do pet night. That's coming up December 9th at the shops at Chester Hill. So tell me about that. Like, how do you work with animals?
Typically, they will come forward. They will either sit on my lap or sit in front of me. And we take a nice photo of the pets, whether they're cats or dogs or parrots or ferrets, whatever they produce, we will take a nice photo of them.
And I'm telling you, as Santa's manager, I have seen all sorts of animals on the set. It's been crazy.
Maybe this year we might get a snake.
No snakes.
A cobra?
No snakes. Or cobra. Or
How about a nice parrot on my shoulder?
yeah, that would be kind of fun. I could deal with a parrot. I can deal with like even a llama maybe, but not a snake.
All right. No snakes.
So Cassie, as far as like holiday traditions, like has Santa been like did you take photos with Santa Claus?
I have actually never taken photos with Santa Claus. I was one of those kids who was just a little too much into, getting nervous and crying in front of everyone.
Well, it's kind of funny. I was a crier too, and so I said, you know what? I was so scared when I was a kid that I decided to, to work with Santa because it was kind of like conquering my fear. Now, Santa, how do you handle kids or adults that are scared of you?
Well, we have those special challenges between the ages of 1 and 2,
Yeah.
mostly children, and we have a couple different ways we can handle them.
Right.
Either by having the child sit on the inside leg of the parent, which is seated next to me, and we can crop the parent out, so we get a nice picture that way. Or else, if the child is really crying, really upset, then I'll talk to the parents and have them put the child in my seat. I will walk off the set. I will walk around the back of the chair, and I will peer over, and we have a nice picture. Take it, and no one's crying.
And actually, I have worked with Santa for many years, and it works. That technique works.
It does.
And on our side, we don't have a lot of crying kids, so you do a great job, Santa.
Thank you.
Thank you. So our next clip, we're going to revisit our interview with Joshua Livesey. He was the Holiday Baking Championship finalist on the Food Network. So let's check it out. And welcome back to What's New Massachusetts. Joining me is a very special guest, Joshua Livesey. How's it going?
I'm doing well. How are you? Thank you for having me.
Doing great. So we're talking about donuts.
Yes, one of my favorite things.
So Joshua was on one of my favorite shows, the Holiday Baking Championship. So tell me about that experience.
Yeah, okay, so it was just this really unique experience where I got to meet these very talented bakers, and we were competing for $50,000 and making just holiday treats.
It was a fantastic show. I'm more of a Halloween guy.
Okay.
So I started watching the Halloween show, and then I saw the Holiday Baking Championship, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I was addicted. Thanks to you. And it was a really great show, and a great cast.
Yeah, it was. We all clicked really well, which I was surprised about. And it was a family show, and it's around the holidays. So a lot of the things we did focused around family, which is really important to me, and that was kind of something that drew me to this show specifically. And yeah, we had a lot of fun. It was a lot of hard work, but I think the end result was really cool to watch with my family and getting to see that.
So you're the executive pastry chef at Harvest Restaurant in Harvard Square.
Yeah, right in Harvard Square. It's Harvest Restaurant. Yeah.
So tell me like your backstory. So you started off in Rhode Island?
Yeah. So I'm a Rhode Island native, and I went to Johnson & Wales University, where I have my bachelor's degree in baking and pastry arts. And from there, I kind of worked in Rhode Island for a little while, spent a little time in Atlanta, Georgia, and then was definitely missing my family, so I moved back up to the New England area. And I've been at Harvest for a year and a half now.
So when you were cast for the Food Network, so you were at Harvest when that happened?
Yeah, so they reached out to me, some casting people found me on Instagram and through Facebook, and asked me if I wanted to apply, and I was interested, so I was like, sure. And my restaurant supported it, so we went for it.
So any behind-the-scenes gossip from the show? I will say this: your finale cake was fantastic. It was
Thank
a
you.
Nutcracker-inspired cake. So what's some of the behind-the-scenes from what was going on in the Food Network?
Yeah, I mean, there's so much that they don't show you on the show. You're filming for lots and lots of hours that they've consolidated down to, I don't know, about a 40-minute show. So I think like the biggest thing that you miss in the show is kind of the bonding that we did. Between the other bakers. There really wasn't very much drama. I feel like there were certain times where they like tried to pull it out of us, but we just all like got along really well that just didn't exist.
And the cast, I mean, like whoever won, like it was like you wanted everyone to win, basically.
Yeah. I guess it was tough to pick a winner. So, which was great for us, because then we all were like, we were happy for whoever won. And like going into the finale, I was like, yeah, it would be nice to win $50,000, but either one of the talented women I was with, I would be happy if they won too. So,
and Joshua was you were a finalist.
I did. I made it to the finale, so 7 weeks, and it was 2 challenges an episode. So yeah, 14 total.
So do you keep in touch with the cast from the show?
Yeah, we text each other all the time. Actually, one of the other contestants, Ian, visited me. He was in Boston for a conference, and he stopped by the restaurant. So it was really cool to reconnect with him and have him try some of my desserts. So we never got to try anyone else's desserts while we were there.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just it's so fast paced. You just get so absorbed in it, and then when you're done, they rush everything off of set to photograph it or to send it off to the judges, and you really didn't have too much extra. So
from the show, any standout creation that you just like want to recreate?
Yeah, I mean, I think my favorite one, we had to reinvent the fruitcake, which I don't think that I've ever made a fruitcake before. So going into it, I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing. But I turned it into an entremet, which is basically it's like a composed dessert. It has like all these different components in this one small cake, and then I glazed it. So it kind of resembled, it was kind of my take on like a Santa's fruitcake.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, so it was this really shiny red.
It was beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, so I was really proud of that one.
Awesome.
Previously on Holiday Baking Championship, you are taking on the controversial fruit cake.
Woo! There we go.
That is so good.
There's some rum in this joint.
Oh,
You're baking for your spot in the finale.
it is so modern.
It's flawless.
This is totally reinventing the fruitcake.
Congratulations, both Joshua and Jennifer. You are both going to the finale.
And welcome back to What's New Massachusetts. Joining me is Mike DAngelo. Are you host of Old School Game Show, right?
Yeah, I'm the host. It's me, baby.
So, Mike DAngelo, I've been to your show. Tell them about Old School Game Show.
So, Old School Game Show, it is, we call it the alt trivia variety experience. My wife describes it as if The Price is Right got drunk and started dancing on a tabletop. It's a mix of an actual interactive game show where we play our own weird pop culture unique games that we've made. It's also a fully written sketch comedy show that we do. We have a full live band and dancers, solid gold style dancers, so it's kind of, a huge, big 70s variety spectacular all rolled into one.
So I've been to several of the Old School Game shows, and it's really hard to describe to my friends. They're like, what is it?
Think of my job. I had on these shows. I'm like, what is it every time? I freak out. It's hard to do. It is. I mean, there's so many different things going on. We have the live band. We're gonna for the holiday show. We have special musical guest Allie McGurk is going to be joining us. She's amazing. She's like nominated for a bajillion Boston Music Awards this year. She has just a killer voice, and she's probably going to be singing a Christmas song with the band. Probably.
Maybe.
Am I giving too much away? I don't know. Guys, I'm going crazy. There's jingle bells behind me. I can't help it.
So this is actually the first time you've done a holiday special.
Technically, this is the first time. I say that because we tried to do one in the past. I maybe don't want to get into it. It's right in the early days of the show, and I was maybe working too hard, and I didn't make it technically through the entire show. But this is the first proper holiday special that we're doing here. We've done a ton of different themes. We've done heavy metal. We've done country. We've done sci-fi. Now we're doing the Rankin and Bash style holiday special. Will there be claymation? No, there won't, guys. That we're not going to bring you. There's going to be a million other things, guys. You're going to want to be there.
So for the holidays, I mean, like, what do you think of when you think of the holidays?
For me, I think of the amazing gifts obsessing as a kid. It's all commercialism, guys. Not about the baby Jesus over here. No, it's about my Nintendo that I got when I was 13 years old. My beloved dog, Fenway, that I got as well. Oh. So gifts, I think of that. I think of the great Christmas specials that were on TV.
Yes.
And I think of the kind of atypical, movies that I like to watch personally to celebrate holidays and Christmas that maybe don't get as much love, like Gremlins, Die Hard. Guys, put them on. They're great. I think the whole family loves those movies. They bring us together and they remind us the true spirit of the holidays.
So, tell us about the holiday special. So it's going to be at the Oberon, right?
Going to be at the Oberon, that's right, in Cambridge, right there in Harvard Square. Beautiful Oberon Theater, of course, our home away from home. That's right. Friday, December 7th is when it's happening.
And if people want to get tickets, what do they do?
They can go to oldschoolgameshow.com. They could, that's the best place to do it. They go to Oberon too, or just give me a call, guys. I think most of you have my number. I think just give me a call. And Mikey's always available, guys. And if you have any questions, it's just about life. If you want to talk about life stuff, just give me a call. We can do that too. It doesn't always have to be about the show, but get those tickets, guys, please.
And it's kind of awesome watching you guys grow. So you started off in Somerville, and then you were at the Wilbur Theater. That's amazing.
We just played the Wilbur Theater for the second time, Sam.
Oh my
The second time. We stayed in here's a little inside Wilbur Theater talk. We got to stay in the dressing room that Marlon Brando stayed in.
Oh, wow.
When he was doing Streetcar Named Desire there. He did the show, and then he just stayed on apparently for like 3 months and lived there. And they were like, he's like the greatest actor. You tell him to leave. He did. So he stayed there for 3 months. So we stayed in that room. And I might have argued with my wife about being able to bring a Ouija board in there to communicate with him before the show. It was a whole thing. Maybe we'll save that for another time, but yeah.
Oh, so we should talk about that because I write about ghosts, right?
Oh, I know that. I did my homework.
Well, it's a pleasure seeing you again, Mike, and happy holidays, and hope everyone will check out the show.
Yeah, please do, guys. Come and celebrate the holidays with us at Old School Game Show at the Oberon.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Bye.
Welcome to Old School Game Shows. Honky tonkin', boot scootin', hootin' and y'all.
Hi, this is Sharon Filliard for What's New Massachusetts. Here we are at Assembly Row, a burgeoning place of new developments and places to shop. And here we are at Muse Paint Bar, a studio that encourages people to come in and mingle, have fun, and do art. So we're going to talk to the general manager in just a moment. Joining me now is the general manager of Muse Paint Bar, Miss Kelly Moak. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, Sharon.
Great. Now, Muse Paint Bar is a great facility because someone can come in here without any experience whatsoever and have a lot of fun and make a creation, which we see hung here so nicely. So how do you instruct people who have no idea about art?
Well, the instruction is very step-by-step. So first we'll introduce the materials that they're using. We'll show them the brushes, how to use the brushes. Also, we will show them how to mix the colors and try to break things down into simple shapes. So really, you don't need to have any experience. A lot of our customers coming in haven't painted since kindergarten.
So all of the paintings that are hung here are by first-time participants?
The paintings that are hanging up are master paintings that the different instructors have made because people, when they come, they will take home their own masterpiece.
Okay, I was a little confused because I said these paintings are pretty good. Okay, so you've cleared that up for us. So this is a lot of fun for people to come in here on date night or if they've seen a movie here in Assembly Row. Is that what you find that people do?
Definitely. So we get a lot of couples coming in here for date night. There's different restaurants in the area. Sometimes they go before or after. They come here. We even offer couples night, which is a night where people will come, put two canvases together, and have to work together to complete the piece.
How often do you offer couples night?
We offer couples night about once a month. Once in a while that will change, but usually it's once a month.
Have you found that the popularity of Muse Paint Bar has increased over time, you know, with the burgeoning construction going on, with the influx of people? Do you find that there's more people coming in?
Definitely. Our business has been doing wonderful. There's so many new things popping up in Assembly Row, and people will walk by, see the studio and wonder what we are. So we've been getting a lot of customers.
Oh, wow. So now, is it primarily painting, or do you work in other media as well?
So it's primarily painting. We use acrylic paints here, and we will work on canvas mostly. Sometimes we offer wine glass painting, where we will paint designs on wine glasses. Also, we have mason jar painting, vase painting. So we will have special events once in a while, but most nights we're painting on canvas.
And you know, with everyone working together, probably a lot of friendships are fostered here. Do you find that?
Definitely. There's music played throughout the session, and the instructors are always trying to be very friendly with customers. So even if you don't know the people at the table next to you, sometimes you'll spark up a conversation because you like something that's going on in their painting. So certainly a lot of friendships foster here.
Wow, Muse Paint Bar sounds like an amazing experience. I'm sure that many of our viewers would love to come down to Assembly Row and check it out. Well, Kelly, thank you so much for joining us, and continued success to you.
Thanks, Sharon.
So if you'd like to check out your artistic side, come on down to Muse Paint Bar here at Assembly Row in Somerville, Massachusetts.
And welcome back to What's New Massachusetts. Cassie, that was a great show.
That was awesome. It was very entertaining to be around.
So did Mike crack you up, right?
Yeah, he was really hilarious. I feel like he wasn't even trying to be either.
So with Santa Claus, did you any like behind the scenes requests from Santa?
For Santa, yeah, I'm gonna have to say at least if you can make the Christmas music not too repetitive.
So this show's syndicated throughout the state of Massachusetts. What are some other places you would like to visit in Massachusetts?
I'm really interested in heading maybe out towards Gardner, Massachusetts.
Oh,
as
Gardner's,
well.
yeah, like Central Mass.
Yeah, I've never really been out that way. Mostly a South Shore gal, so I don't get to do a ton of traveling there. And they have a lot of really great places to go. It seems historically.
And you, of course, should visit Santa Claus at the shops at Chestnut Hill.
Absolutely.
Bring the little one. We'll take photos with Santa Claus, have a good time, have some coffee. So looking forward to more episodes of What's New Massachusetts with you, Cassie. Hope everyone has a wonderful holiday season and a Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year from What's New Massachusetts.